fans. My fans. Are we rolling?
You're rolling.
Wow. Guys. Well, first of all, we're in a new space, so shout out DJ, shout out Asher. Lovely decor. Um guys. I thought it was still a fluke, bitch. I'm like, yo, Kehlani just she's punking me right now. This is a prank. It's not happening. So then I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta just handle my business, you know. And then she was like, all right, handle your business. And when you're done, come to the studio. So I was like, okay, cool. Didn't even get the hoodie, y'all. Was standing out in the cold for 15 minutes. I was like, okay. So by that point, I was like, you know what? Let me just go to the studio because my whole plans is fucked up now. And the earlier I get there, the better anyway. So, you know, we exchange information. Now I'm talking to David. David's like, let me know your ETA. So I promise you guys, I had no like preconceived notions. I was just gonna go in there like, you know, just be a sponge, just porous, like fly on the wall type shit, right? So I get in the studio and David greets me and he just does the normal, like, let me just make sure you ain't got nothing, you know, check my bag, you know, my phone, whatever. So then he goes back into the studio. So then he opens the door and he lets me know, okay, like it's cool to come in. So then I come in, Kehlani's standing right there, Dixon's sitting right there, Jamie's sitting right there, and the engineer and Kehlani's friend, which I just met, who I fell in love with in a moment. So I'm sitting there and she's like, yeah, so, you know, I'm gonna work on something and, you know, then I'm gonna play you some music. Da, da, da. Y'all, if you can hear the sound of my voice right now, I want you to do something. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think about your Mount Rushmore of artists. Because everybody got one. Yesterday night after the studio sesh, I went to meet with my friends and the man I love, like I told you guys. And my friend Bree, shout out to Bree Maldonado, love you so much. Mwah. I asked her Mount Rushmore. And if I'm not mistaken, because I was a little drunk, she said Juan Gabriel, who's an artist I'm not familiar with, but is apparently huge. Sure he is. Michael Jackson, number 2, and Rihanna, number 3. So the reason why I asked her that question is because, like I said, everybody has a Mount Rushmore, right? I gotta let you guys understand a couple of things. So first of all, right? This is gonna sound so random, but I promise you it's gonna connect together in the end. I got most dramatic in high school, right? And I'm gonna tell you how I got most dramatic in high school. I got most dramatic in high school because how old was I at this time? I was a senior in high school, so I was 18. I have 2 older brothers. They had a group of friends, of which I befriended too, but they was a little bit older than me, so I was always like the youngin' that was tagging along. And one of those friends' names was Tariq Washington. Super funny guy. Honestly, if I reach out to him today, he has a son, but he'd probably show me love. And I mean, we haven't talked in years, but love him all the same. He was a clown, really, really funny guy, right? So we used to play volleyball at the court in the town. And one day he like exaggerately hit the ball in the air. It was like boom, like mad, just like, and everybody was laughing. I was like, oh my God, like maybe I could emulate that and take it to my high school, you know, because like I wasn't like unpopular in high school, but at the same time, you know, I was in like the latter half of like popularity, if you will. Like, you know, I get a little cackle here and there from people, but I wasn't no class clown type shit. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna just do it in gym class and like everybody's gonna think I'm funny as shit, right? No, wrong. I go to gym class, I do the thing, right? So they hit the ball to me, and I'm like, boom. And then somebody pointed and laughed at me. They're like, you're dramatic. And everybody started laughing. And I was like, you know what I mean? Like one of those nervous laughs, like, you know, thinking it was just a little joke. But then that shit started to travel, bro. People was like, yo, Brian, most dramatic, most dramatic, most dramatic. And then I was like, wait a minute. Because the girl that actually got most dramatic, I'm not going to say her name. I mean, everybody in the town know her, but like, I don't want to air nobody out. She got most dramatic because she got cone ball, right, which is like dodgeball to the general public, taken away from the school, that was like an egregious offense. Like everybody was like off of her. Like she got hit in the face during cone ball. Who doesn't pay attention during cone ball? Crazy. Her face turned red. She started busting out crying. She went back home to her mother, and they got cone ball removed. So she got most dramatic. So when everybody was filling out the most dramatic forms, and I got the most votes, I kind of felt like, honestly, it was most gay. I really feel like that's what you guys was trying to say. I always took it that way. It was the little tongue in cheek. It wasn't even tongue in cheek, to be honest with you. Like, that's really what you were alluding to. And the reason why I bring that up is because by the time I get to the end of the story, some of the things that I'm saying, maybe y'all are right. Maybe I am most dramatic. So I'm sitting in the studio. Kehlani goes in the booth. And this is a song I've never heard, mind you guys. Like, she's singing it, and then she's like, fuck, in the middle of the take. And then I was like, oh my God, wait. I was reminded, these songs that are perfect things, by the time we get them, guys, is anything but perfect. The process is imperfect, actually. It takes multiple takes, and we be forgetting that because we get the final finished product. And it was trippy to me because, like I said, I heard her go from singing to speaking to singing effortlessly. And I was just kind of like, yo, Kehlani is really a singer, bro. Like a real singer, like extinct, last of a dying breed type shit, bro. Like, when I left to go meet with the man that I love, I checked my phone to see when I texted David. That was at 7:40. I was texting the man that I love at 12:40. Like, yo, I'm about to leave. I was like, yo, I was in the studio for 5 hours. And I had no clue. And to go for her, I'll give you, let's say Folded is a song, because we all know Folded, right? It's out. I'm going to just act like I'm Kehlani creating Folded right now. Close your eyes. Hold my hand, right? Let's say the come pick up your clothes. Like, if she didn't hit that last part right, it sounded like come pick up your fuck. That's kind of how it was. Like, swear to God, she's in there running, guys. Like, I was like, bro, I knew you could sing, Kehlani, but I ain't know you could motherfucking sing like this. Like, oh my God. And to watch her work with, first and foremost, I told Dixon to his face that his set at Crash from Indianapolis, opening night, was one of the best sets I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a man sing like that ever. And I've been to a lot of concerts. And to watch him work yesterday, he is a savant, bro. That man was running like it was just like, for what would be so difficult for some people, like for him, it's just like Wednesday. I'm like, sir, do you think that's normal to be able to be that gifted? Like, I mean, again, he's very humble. He was very receptive, and it was such a pleasure working amongst such greatness, to be honest with you guys. Like, yo, there was a point where Kehlani, no, I forget her name. Fuck, I was drunk, y'all. When I walked in, Kehlani was like, help yourself to some bourbon if you want. I was like, Kehlani, don't mind if I do. Y'all, I was in Amsterdam in January to see Kehlani, and I ended up in the section. And as soon as I ended up in the section, she had the Hennessy shot. She was like, take this. Y'all, I fucking hate Hennessy. Do y'all want to know how bad I threw that shot back? I was like, group, group, group. Bitch, I was drinking Hennessy all night that night. Kehlani, for you? Absolutely. So yesterday, I was pouring me a little bourbon. I wasn't trying to get too drunk, though, because I really wanted to be coherent for the studio sesh. And I feel like I hit the nice balance of, like, waviness, but also being very conscious and cognizant of the greatness that was amongst me, to be honest with you. Like, guys, after she was cutting that song or two for like 2 hours straight, she then proceeds to play me what may or may not be the album, guys. And let me just tell you something, guys. When I was, how old was I when Crazy in Love came out? 2003, so I was 8. When Crazy in Love came out, the reason why my Mount Rushmore is as it is, right? Beyonce, Tyler, Kehlani. It wasn't always like that. That wasn't always my Mount Rushmore. When I was in college and for like 2/3, like really before I came out, to be honest with you, my Mount Rushmore was Drake, Kanye, and Tyler. So really, Tyler's the only one that survived the pack, to be honest with you. Because with me, that Rushmore could change. You know, as much as I'm a stan, I have the ability to unstan. And with Kehlani, I've had no reason to stand since day one. Like, I remember it was college, 2016. We were huge acid rap fans. We was Chance the Rapper down when I was in college. We was like, ugh. And so I was listening to every Chance feature, and he was on the way. So I heard this voice. I'm like, yo, whose voice is this? Come to find out, it's Kehlani. That's 2016. No, 2016 is when it really solidified because the Distraction video came out. And when I tell y'all, I swear to God, I really thought I was straight for a second. That video really almost turned me out, y'all. Like, I was like, oh, I love this person. And they're obviously a triple threat, could sing their ass off, dance their ass off, looked amazing then and now. And then some boy, he's an OnlyFans model now. But at the time, he was an aspiring singer. And he tweeted, oh, some boy broke my heart. You know, this song been getting me through it. Ooh. And it was Peace of Mind. And I played Peace of Mind. And I remember at the time, I was so heartbroken over this guy, boo-hoo, crying and shit in the car, listening to Peace of Mind. So I bring that up because if I would have told that boy sitting in the car like over that guy that he would be in the studio with Kehlani a decade later, I would call you a motherfucking lie. I would call you a lie. I would believe it a little bit, but I would call you a motherfucking lie. Because for me, being able to be amongst such greatness, such artistic excellence, it's like, I said it and I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, y'all. This is not a regular artist, Kehlani. She's not a regular artist. You're not a regular artist, Kehlani. Like, she proceeded to play me what I believe is the sequential order of the album as it exists. And when I tell y'all, I'm starting the 2026 Grammy predictions right now. Y'all like, oh my God, Brima, here you go. And it's just like, I heard the music. Like, I heard it. Listen, we don't know what R&B albums is coming out next year. A lot of our favorite artists in a recent interview said that they're foraying, whatever the word is, back into R&B. And I was just like, oh my God, please don't, girl. Like, or if you do, girl, release after Kehlani, like release it in the summer or like, no, I think she's still gonna be eligible for Grammys if she do it in the summer. Girl, can you release it in the winter, please? I just want the road to be clear for Kehlani. Like, and honestly, it don't matter because it's gonna be a competitive field anyway. But the music stands up for itself, guys. Like, I'm calling it right now. You guys is gonna lash me. You guys is gonna stone me. I don't give a fuck. That album is going to be in the nominees for Best R&B Album in 2026 Grammys. We ain't even, oh wait, what year is this? 2025. Okay, so the 2027. 2027 Grammys, when you see the nominees for Best R&B Album, whatever the name of the Kehlani album that's coming out next year is going to be on that list. I'm telling you right now. And Kehlani, I know you're very humble. When people say, oh, you're going to win the Grammy for Folded, you always say her response is very textbook. It's not textbook. She really means it, but she always says, oh, if God wants it, it'll be. Kehlani, God wants it. God wants it, Kehlani. I know you have to think that because of all the forces that would prevent that from happening, and you're 100% correct. But one thing's for sure, God wants you to get that Grammy for Folded and your unnamed album in 2027 when that's eligible for the Grammys. Because what I heard yesterday, over. You're done, Kehlani. Well, I'm being funny. You're not done. You just can't start it. You know what I'm saying? Just because, like, yeah, that was, and I'm not, this is not no stand shit. Kehlani didn't hit me and was like, yo, can you come to the studio and record this video for me? I told her on my own volition that I was going to, and I'm going to, because I want to, because I have to let you guys know, I got to prepare you, because when you hear the music, you're going to be like, oh. But honestly, are y'all that surprised? Why would this album, where she's the most herself that she's ever been in her entire career, why would it not be everything that it's been preceding this moment? Like, you guys can put two and two together. Like, use your context clues here, guys. Like, come on. Like, so that's not even me saying shit. Like, I want to give you all the lore. I want to give you all the tea. I really want to, guys. But it's just like, I'm trying to really think like what I can and can't say is I'm just spilling my guts out to you guys right now. Because it's just like, it got to a point where Kehlani's standing right next to me. I'm like, yo, you're Kehlani. In my head. I'm like, yo, you are Kehlani. Like, guys. Oh my God. And then I was eating chicken quesadillas. They ordered, yo, can we talk about how, so what I realized about Kehlani haters is that they will try to make it seem like she isn't who we know she is. So like they'll be like, see, she is the evil bitch that we've been saying she is. And it's just like, y'all will never convince me of that. Y'all will never convince millions of people of that. Because she is the generous queen, bro. They took care of me yesterday. So like, bitch, I felt like my fucking legs was up and I was getting a manicure pedicure. Like, yo, they had ordered some food. They was like, what you want? I got a chicken quesadilla. I'm sitting here fucking this chicken quesadilla up, just looking like, yo, that's Kehlani. That's Dixon. Like, guys, like, hello? And I was just going to New York to pick up my hoodie and see the man that I love. And this is the lore. Guys. Ugh. Oh my God. I'm trying to think, man. I'm really just, yesterday was really shifting. It really was, guys. Like, it's not often that you get to watch one of your favorite artists ever make what is probably going to be your favorite album next year. You know? You don't always get that privilege. And I'm just so grateful, Kehlani, that you would even consider me and let me in your space like that. Man, like, I'm not trying to sound dramatic, y'all. Like, that's one of the moments when I die, I'm gonna really like remember for real. Cause it's just like, again, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to think of your Mount Rushmore right now, if you can hear the sound of my voice. And if one of those three artists called you and was like, you want to come in the studio, and you was with that artist, you will know what I felt last night. Because I never would have thought that I'd have this closest of a relationship with an artist that I love so much, guys. Like, and I told you, I'll understand somebody quick. If you get weird, I don't like the way you moving, I don't give a fuck how good the music is. Shit, I might listen to, I might do one of these from time to time, but I'm definitely not going in the streets repping for you like I was before. Absolutely not. Mm-mm. And some people get it worse than others. Like, there's still some artists that I'll listen to and others that I won't. You know what I mean? People that like, and I was fans of these artists like a long time before you guys were, before a lot of you guys were, to be honest with you. Like, so that's the more, because me and my brother have this very interesting conversation. My brother's one of my heroes, by the way. I love him so much. We talk all the time. And we have this very interesting conversation because he obviously put me on to Kanye because he's older than me. Like, we used to have a CD player, and one of our first CDs, or one of the vivid CDs that we had, was Get Rich or Die Trying. That was 2003, guys. I've been doing this music shit for a very long time, to say the least. I remember in 2009, I was how old? 14. So I couldn't buy albums that were explicit because, hello, I'm fucking 14. And my cousin, who was my hero at the time, Lasana, not that he's not no more, but that's a different story for another day. We went to Walmart in the dead of cold. It had to be February. I'm talking shivering to go buy that My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy album. And then we went to Walmart. He bought it. We sat in the Walmart parking lot. We popped the CD in. It's like, can we get much higher? He starts rapping. That shit was motherfucking censored. I remember our vibe was killed so bad. We were like, the fucking clean version? Like, hello? But I say all of that to say, my brother believes he's a bigger Kanye fan than me today because he's still putting up with the shenanigans, and I'm not. And I told him, I was like, listen, I think that makes you a bigger enabler than me, truthfully, because you're not a bigger Kanye West fan than me. You haven't been to any Kanye West concerts. I've been to multiple, giving that man a lot of my money. You don't have no Kanye West merch. I have every Kanye West vinyl. You don't have one Kanye West vinyl. And you're a bigger fan than me because you continue to put up with the nonsense, in my opinion. And I've decided I want to jump ship. I don't think it works like that. So a lot of times with artists, when you guys continue to hold on and you think you're a bigger fan or you're, the stan, it's not given what you think it is. It's really not. Because if Kehlani was actually all the things that you guys say that she was, I would have unstand her. I have it in me. But she's not. She's a gracious, talented, gifted mother, friend, daughter. Like, y'all. Oh my God. What the fuck else happened yesterday? I left on my own volition. I didn't want them to kick me out, y'all. I was gonna stay there, until the ass crack of dawn. The fucking roosters would have been coming. I would have been there. But I was like, you know what? Let me leave. Let them do them, So when I left, I was reflecting and I was like, yo, like, I gotta get in the studio. I booked this studio. Excuse me, guys. Damn, I'm burping like a motherfucker. I booked this at 4 a.m. Like, these videos sometimes, that's how they be coming together. Like, I didn't think that I'd be shooting this even yesterday, but I also didn't know yesterday that I'd be in the studio with one of my favorite artists. And y'all was asking for the review too. People was like, oh, you want to put it out more towards the album release whenever it is? No. Actually, matter of fact, when these cameras click off, I'm going to go edit and it's going to come out tonight or tomorrow because you guys need to know right the fuck now. And we would say, yo, I was singing out the window with my motherfucking heart. David handed me the phone to record the TikTok for him because I was getting my life, y'all. I was singing out the window with the creator, like, Gaggy. Oh my God, guys. You have no idea. I wish every single person would be able to experience what I experienced yesterday, for real. All jokes aside, I really wish you guys could see the greatness. Like, she was in that booth, chopping, cut. And also, could we give a shout out to Dixon, half her brain? And I don't know if that would be considered the producer or the engineer. Kehlani would have to correct me. But, and a woman. We love women in STEM. Yes. Guys, prepare yourselves. Sit down. Start the countdowns because when she announces that album, it's over. It's over for you bitches. It's over for you niggas. That's what she's achieved. She's achieved. I told her yesterday, I was like, yo, Kehlani, if you was one of the artists in the early 2000s, you would have been like the Beyonce or the Amy Marie or the Maya or the whomever. You just wasn't old enough. You would have been that. She is the nexus between the two generations for real. Like, y'all, I'm telling you. Oh my God. I can't wait for this shit to come out because I know somebody somewhere is like, oh my God, he's so crazy. He always says Kehlani's albums and the records is good. All right. Y'all gonna see for y'all motherfucking self. Because when that shit comes out next year and you guys is like, oh my God, this is the best album I ever heard. Can't say you weren't told. Can't say you weren't told. But I got to the point where I don't even care no more. I don't even want you guys coming back to me like, oh yeah, Byron, we know you said before that it was going to be the best album. But now that it's out, like, I don't even, y'all ain't even got to do that. Like, I'm content with my clairvoyance and shit. Oh, what else happened yesterday in the studio? What else? Jamie got a little voice on her. Jamie, I know you don't like the camera. I know you like to be behind the camera. I know you don't like to be in front of the camera. But Jamie, I don't know. You got a little voice on you. I heard you in the corner. I was like, damn, Jamie, you want to get in the booth? She was like, oh, sorry, guys. Fuck, man. What else? She was cutting up the songs for like 2 hours. And what else? Yeah. I can't believe she asked me for her opinion. I told her, I was like, yo, Kehlani, I'm not no yes man. If this was hot doo-doo garbage, I would tell you. Like, because I don't want my sister out here looking crazy. Like, that's the thing about me. It's just like, what good is that going to do if I lie to her? You know? But I ain't have nothing to lie about. Not a single lie was told, matter of fact. Like, Kehlani, like, you sitting on, I don't even know how to describe this body of work. Like, you leaving somebody like me befuddled, which is very hard to do. I talk a fucking lot. Like, I don't even know what to say, guys. Like, I'm just, you know what I mean, gagged. That's really what it is. Thanksgiving, mashed greens, potatoes, the whole nine, guys. Man. So, like I told y'all, I need you guys to start the hashtag Brima interviews Kehlani, because that's what started it all, honestly. I don't know if Kehlani would have asked me what you doing yesterday if I didn't hit her up. And my invitation is still very much valid, Kehlani. It would be an honor to just get behind the inner workings of this just master at art, as far as I'm concerned. Like, just, I know how many times I have to like cut it and chop, and a lot of times these videos ain't even really as good as they can be. I just get so tired of looking at the fucking laptop that I'm like, all right, here, done. You know? So to watch her yesterday work on that song and spend so much time, the nerd in me was like, bro, I was about to fucking throw up, honestly. I was just like in such awe. Like, telling you guys, you'll hear it sooner than later anyway. You'll hear exactly what I'm talking about for yourself. I won't even be able to influence you with what I said, because it's just going to be natural. You're going to press play on the forthcoming Kehlani album, and you're going to hear my voice. You're going to be like, oh, that's what Brima was saying in December. Yeah. And I'll be like, I just fucking short circuited y'all. But yeah, man, what else? I guess we should just talk about the fact that this is probably, I mean, don't speak too soon. You never know. Some shit may happen and I may be back in the studio, guys. But this might be the last episode before the year ends, guys. Maybe. I feel like it might be. If it is, I hope everybody had a great year. I hope everybody at the top of this year is intentional with what they want. My birthday is in January, so I don't know that's why, if I'm introspective or if I'm just introspective by nature, but I'm always very at the beginning of the year like, okay, what do I want to happen this year and how am I going to make that happen? And as I reflect on this year, I'm very content and pleased with how it went, to be honest with you guys. Like, I'm very grateful for a lot of the responses that I've been getting from the videos. I know you guys love the videos. That's why I do them. And for Kehlani too, obviously. But it's been really feeling all of the love and support that you guys have been showing me. And it really keeps me going, man, because a lot of times, like, I don't be wanting to get up and go out of the house, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I just be wanting to lay on the couch and just think about my fucking life. But it's you guys and Kehlani that also brings me out of the house and that allows for me to just, you know, espouse what has been really my entire life. Like, music is not, if not the most powerful thing, the most second powerful thing, because the only thing I could think of that's more powerful than music is love. But music is also a labor of love. So that's why it's just, I don't take these things lightly. You know, I remember when I was a kid, I used to sit in the back seat, and my dad used to like make fun of me in a way. He was like, "Oh, look at him back there, like lying," because I just used to always sing the songs, yo. Like, even if I didn't know the lyrics, like a melody would just catch me, and I would just like, you know, I'm very like melodic, like, you know, I got a little ear on me and a little voice too. In another life, I might have been a motherfucking singer. Who knows? But you know, it was just an absolute, again, back to my initial point, honor to witness such greatness. last night, guys. Greatness last night. Absolute iconery. Kehlani, you will always be famous. You are my legend. You are like, so long as I'm alive, the bills will always be paid. Kehlani, I must have at least paid one damn light bulb in the San Diego house or where the fuck my sister's at these days, because like I said, I could never repay her for what she has done for me. Could never. By giving me this music, thank you, Kehlani. Thank you so much. Like, and you literally didn't know me from a hole in the wall. You like made such an impact, like changed my life type shit. Cause I told y'all, the Mount Rushmore can change for me. It changed. It started to change when I was coming out and I was living more publicly. Like I was like, you know what? I'm not being in the closet no more. Cause a lot of us gays, we have to live the first 2/3, if not all of our lives, as straights. I went to prom with a girl, guys, knowing I was gay as fuck, but like I just had to be straight, And then I got to a point where I was like, no, I don't actually, because I'm not. And I didn't. And those people like Kehlani's music that really helped me, for real. I don't take stuff like that lightly, I really don't. I remember at the signing, I came with all my vinyls. Bitch, I had them shits like this. I came, slapped them on the table. Kehlani was signing them. Her hand was tired. She was so motherfucking tired. She was like, damn, nigga, oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, well, I mean, she don't say nigga no more, but she was like, damn. And then I was like, yeah, and sign my arm too. And she did. She was looking at me in the face. She was like, this motherfucker's crazy. Sure am. For you. Actually, Kehlani, now that I'm thinking about it, While We Wait 2, and it's not signed. And I think Crash isn't signed either because it came 2 days after the signing. So we got to fix that, Kehlani, because I got your whole discography with signatures on it. And those two are just sitting there like, womp, womp, womp. Like, gotta get that back to me, Kehlani. I know you're a very busy person with an empire to run, but this is also important too. I don't want to be, but wow, guys, my legend, so bad. Can't believe it. Kehlani, I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. I am indebted towards you. I know there's nothing I could ever possibly do to express or show how much you have had an impact on me, but all I could do is just tell the world what you got coming, because they gonna see for themselves, but y'all heard it here first. Early Grammy predictions, 2027, best R&B albums. Unnamed Kehlani album. I could see it already. I heard it yesterday, guys. I'm telling you. And for the record, Crash is still my best progressive R&B album. Huh. Yeah. Run and tell that. So, yeah, guys. Happy New Year, assuming that this is the last time that I talk to you guys before the new year. But if not, I love you guys all the same.
That was flowing.
How long was that?
45 minutes.
45 fucking minutes, DJ?